Welcome everybody to the Real Talk Podcast with the RNDiva and Pastor Robert. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? Woo! Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
It's so good to be here. It's been a while since I've seen you.
It's been a minute. You know, making money moves. That's what we do.
Got to make those money moves. Hey, if you're watching and you're listening to us right now on Spotify, or if you're watching us on Rumble or Twitter or Facebook, go ahead and share this with some people right now. Let them know it's time for the Real Talk Podcast with the RNDiva and Pastor Robert. We've got an excellent show for you today. I'm excited about this, and we're back now. We're back. So we'll be dropping these at least once a week or so. On Fridays, typically 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You can always check us out live on YouTube and Twitch, but then also these other platforms later on in the day and in the week. RNDiva, come on, tell us about yourself one more time. Let us greet the people real quick.
Sir. I am the RNDiva. I have been carrying that title of RN for quite some time, years and years and years. I'm in the advanced stages of my licensing and education. So I'm trying to keep it moving. So we get to the second half of my life, whatever that's going to be. We're going to take it with us.
All right. The second half of your life. All right. Well, that's all right. That's right. You just had a birthday not too long ago, right?
I did on the 14th, although I celebrate the entire month. But we start April Fool's Day and we keep it crunked until the end of the month. So, but the 14th was the official day that my mother brought me here. So we thank her.
Lord. April 14th, y'all put it down. Hopefully
yes.
It'll be a national holiday. By the way, somebody else's birthday's coming up in May. Not April 14th, but May 11th. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The birthday boy. So put that down in your calendar too.
Look at that.
Always be a blessing. Matter of fact, RNDiva, let's go ahead and let them know if somebody wants to be a blessing to you on this. Let's see. Here it is. Is that it right there? Let's go. We're going to find it on here. We're going to put your contact information on here. Boom.
My information to donate to moi. You can use my CashApp at RNDiva01. That's RNDiva is 01. And on Venmo at Shonda-Blatch, BLATCH. And Shonda is spelled with no R. Very specific because it won't come to me. So just so you know.
That's right. So if you want to give her a birthday wish, go ahead and do that. All right.
Or if you want to send questions over, like we said before, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just giving my opinion. You could always send that to TheRNDiva@gmail.com. That is my email. It comes directly to me. Ask me anything you like. And once again, the disclaimer is I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just giving you medical opinions.
Oh, excuse me.
See, that's what we're doing.
Okay. They make a little gas.
On the TV.
Oh, we're going to have some fun. And right now, let's take a break. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Shonda has something to tell us about something that might be interesting. Since she is a veteran, we always want to celebrate our veterans. Shonda, go ahead.
Yes, well, thank you. Great segue. I am a veteran of the United States Air Force, and one of the biggest thrills I always got caught up in was going out into the field. And when you're out in the field, you have to be ready. And what we ate, we didn't pack lunches. We went out there with MREs, meals ready to eat. And I had a couple that were great. I loved it. And now there's a company that prepares survival kits and meal preparedness kits. And it's called My Patriot Supply. Let me get that right. My Patriot Supply. And you can go through our website, or you can go through our streaming and punch in squaredaway.life. That's a military term, squared away. So if anybody knows that, they know somebody's a veteran around here. But they have really, really great stuff. They are run by veterans, and I'm quite sure that they are in the know for what, and then being in Florida or wherever you are, there's disaster preparedness, hurricanes, tornadoes. It doesn't hurt to have something already stacked and ready to go. So once again, my Patriot Supply, and you can reach them through squaredaway.life.
All right, squaredaway.life. You don't want to miss out on that website about that, because one of our sponsors here, then go to squaredaway.life, powered by My Patriot Supply. Are you ready now to get going here?
Yeah.
Let's get going here. Let's see what's going on in the news lately. Look at this. Look at this.
The news, ladies and gentlemen. This blows my mind. You know, you just never know. Nothing should surprise you anymore. But January 6th, 2023, there is a story there's a story in Virginia of a teacher that was shot by a 6-year-old.
What?
I'm going to roll that back. A teacher was shot twice by a 6-year-old.
What?
Abigail Zwimmer, 25-year-old. She's a reading teacher for the first grade at Rich Neck Elementary. Was sitting down reading to her kids. Now, there had been a little gentleman in her class who has behavioral issues. It had already been determined that he has behavioral issues. It's been noted. It's been enough to where everybody was aware. And apparently he was having an issue with the teacher again. And he brought his mother's gun to school.
What?
He brought his mother's gun to school. He shot her twice, once in the arm and once in the chest, I do believe. But this is the kicker. The school knew. 3 times they were warned. 3 times. That day, 3 times they were warned that this child quite possibly had a firearm, a gun, a weapon in his backpack. They checked his backpack. And you got to know what the administrator said. He says, well, we checked his pockets. Let me make sure. We checked his pockets, and we didn't think that his pockets were big enough to carry a firearm. Well, the kid took the gun out of his backpack after that, because he's smart enough to know I'm not going to carry it in my pocket, because they're checking my pocket. Now they're going to look at my backpack. See, he's 6 years old, but his mind is moving like an adult. And the way my mind is set up, his mind is moving like an adult. So he's shot her in the chest and in the hand. But this is the thing that blows my mind. Mm-hmm. The school board is refusing. She is suing the school board and the school to a tune of $40 million. And she should get every coin, because she was out for quite some time. She was in the hospital for quite some time. She had to go through physical therapy and all of the, it's not fair to her. It's not fair to her. They're like, well, you know what? We're not going to pay that because workman's comp needs to pay that. Now, if anybody's ever been on workman's comp, you already know. There's not going to be no 40 million, nothing. So,
oh my goodness.
I encourage this lady to push it to the limit all the way. And because she should have it in her mind and be calm with herself to get up and go to school every day to teach these people's kids and not have to worry if she's going to be shot. There may be a fight breaking out. There may be some pencil thrown or some erasers, but you don't think that somebody's going to bring a 9mm and they're barely coming up to your hip. They're barely coming up to your hip. But it happened, and they're pushing back. The school board is pushing back because it's always down. It comes down to the money. They don't want to pay. They don't want to come up off the coinage. And these days, that's the only way to get a point across is to hit somebody in their pockets. Right. So this poor lady is struggling to fight with the school board. And so you know what that means. You got the scarlet letter now. You blackballed because nobody wants to be bothered with you. But needless to say, this woman almost lost her life. Well, we're not even going to talk about kids that were in jeopardy. We're not going to talk about that. Anybody going to say nothing?
Let's go talk about that. Let's see what CBS News is reporting, because I'm actually kind of amazed at how this could happen. And this is in Virginia. Let's see where this is happening. It says here, Virginia School Board wants workers' compensation for teacher shot by 6-year-old student. This is from CBS News. The Virginia School District, where a 6-year-old shot his teacher, argues that her injuries fall under the State Workers' Compensation Act and can't be addressed through her $40 million lawsuit, according to court documents filed Wednesday. Look like somebody's trying to get cha-ching paid.
As she should.
$40 million. Go,
all
girl.
of it.
Go,
all
girl.
of it. Let me get that up off you. And this is the thing that amazes me. This kid, the first thing people want to holler is mental health. Right. Mental health is a real thing. It is. It's a real thing. But here's the gag. That you knew this kid had problems. Right. Okay. You knew that he had problems coming in, because there have been reports before where he punched an adult, and he was going up under the skirt of a little girl. What? And the first thing they holler, he has mental health problems. That's not something to stand behind. Don't hide behind mental health, because it's going to be like the little boy who cried wolf. Nobody's going to believe you. Wow. So I don't know how this is going to play out. I honestly think that this lady should be taken care of, and they need to kick the security up a notch. They need to kick it up a notch, because if he's getting in a gun, what's next? A Molotov cocktail? A bomb? You never know. And these kids are crafty. Yeah. Oh, these kids are crafty. You know, they can get on the interconnect, okay, and get any and everything delivered by Amazon. Sorry, Amazon. I love y'all.
Yeah, waiting on the package right now, as a matter of fact. Tell me, let's see where that's going. What's the teacher's name? The teacher, Abigail Werner, was clearly injured while at work. Well, I guess so. At her place.
25 years old. She's only 25 years old.
Oh, she's a baby herself.
She's a baby. She's a baby.
Bless her heart. And by a student in the classroom, Newport News School Board said, let's see what else it says. Let's scroll down here. 20, you're right, 20. That sheet. Look at that. Look at that. She was shot, where they say, in the chest and the hand. Yeah. The chest and the hand, the chest and the hand. Let's see. Where was she shot at?
Chest and the hand.
Chest.
Yes. Now, this is the thing. And regardless, the lady was laid up in the hospital for weeks. Poor little lady with a little yellow sweater on. You know, so she looked just so with a little sweater on. You know, is that Lorax? I don't even know. I ain't got no baby. You know, bless her heart.
Oh man, I tell you what, so that means she hadn't been teaching that long, huh?
No, she only been there for a minute. But the mother that is quite possibly going to face charges, as she should. Do you think that the parent should be held accountable? Absolutely. You know that your child has mental health issues. You keep mental health issues. Then you need to keep moving that gun so he is not used to where it is. He should never know where it is. And if you must have it, I think that there should be something in place when that comes to that. And if you know your child is acting out and has behavioral issues, I don't think you need to have a gun in the house. You better get you some nunchucks or something, but don't get no gun.
Well, I don't know if nunchucks gonna do it, but see that gun should have been under lock and key though.
Right. More than one lock and key. Yeah.
I mean, put up high with a key, because if you put it up high at 6 years old, it can't be that tall. It can't crawl climb too high to get it.
Right, and it does say she was charged with a felony.
Who?
The mother was charged with felony child neglect and recklessly leaving a loaded firearm so as to endanger a child, according to USA Today.
Yeah, okay.
But they're not letting us know her name because they're trying to protect the identity of the 6-year-old.
Okay. And this is mother's gun. The boy won't be prosecuted, which is good, because in some places like Florida, I mean, some places in the South, they love to prosecute a 6-year-old.
Oh yeah. Lock them up. Put handcuffs on them.
Florida, excuse me.
You know, and put them in the back of the patrol car. Where they do that at? Florida.
Excuse me.
Whatever. I'm saying it.
But look at this. What it says: his mother been charged with felony in reckless storage of a firearm. It says that Zwerner, the teacher, was approved for workers' comp, which covers injuries without having to prove negligence. It provides up to 500 weeks of compensation and lifetime. Man, please, come on, 500 weeks. How long is 500 weeks? That's a long time, but it ain't long enough.
It's not. It's barely. It's coming up on 2 years. Stop it.
Wait,
stop it.
Okay, yeah, that's not enough.
That's not enough. That's not nearly enough. She got bills. You know, she was in the hospital, and then the kid has gone into a mental health treatment center since this occurred.
Well, you know what? I just thought about something, Sean. I just thought about something, RNDiva. If he has mental health issues at such a young age,
right?
Let me say this and be politically correct. Shouldn't he be in a special needs type ESC classroom instead of integrated with everybody else?
Well, back in the day, you know, that's what it was.
Teacher, so I don't know.
They're not doing that now. No, you got to be very careful how you move and maneuver with that, because people are so happy for just putting a label on their kids, and that's one of the stipulations with the mom. She did not want this. She did not want the little boy put in special classes. He's touching little girls up under their skirt and punching other adults. I think maybe he needs some one-on-one special attention. And whether you want the word special in there or not, he needs it. Okay? Because had that been my daughter, you was putting your hand up under her skirt.
Well, let's do it like this. Had that been your daughter?
Period. And we're doing that.
Okay.
And we're doing that because I can shoot. And I'm not having that. I'm not even gonna. We're not gonna even talk to the parents after that. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
But seriously though, and I know you're being serious, but what I'm saying is that so they didn't put him in a special class that could cater to him,
right?
And put him in general. Well, I should say general population. That sounds like a jail, but that's what the public school system is kind of like. But put him in the main classroom. But then if she doesn't have that particular training, or he doesn't have a teacher's aide or a paraprofessional to attend to him, no wonder that boy was running roughshod, feeding on the girls and pulling out guns and probably slashing tires and setting fires, all kind of stuff.
One of the things that they were talking about doing was having a parent come to class with him. Well, that's not going to last long because the parents have to work. So they pulled that off the table.
Well, if she
all ideas aren't good ideas.
That's interesting.
Try again. Let's do something else because that's not going to work. That's going to last all of 2 days, if that.
Well, I tell you what. You put your hand up under my grandchild's dress, and it's gonna be WWE, UFC, and MMA.
All them letters, all of them.
We about to have a disagreement and a misunderstanding. We can talk about now in the Orient Road jail later, but we gonna have a misunderstanding.
I want to know where the cops were.
What cops?
All these schools have cops in them.
Well, they got one though, one resource officer.
Well, that would be the child that needs him. But that would be the child that needs him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Somebody needs to be hands-on with that one. He's already proven it, So I don't see this happening. I don't see this working out to where there's a solution. Somebody's going to need to get boots on the ground with this little boy. They're going to need to do that.
That is horrible. That's a shame. I guess she won't teach no more.
She finna go on the circuit to go all around to the talk shows. She not teaching no more. She gonna be behind a podium, but it ain't gonna be, because the first thing they go on the talk show circuit.
She gonna be on the podium, but is her hand messed up?
I don't know any like residual injuries or anything of that sort. I'm not sure about that. So we will see. I'm gonna check back on this story. Just curious to know what it will be on the other side. And we don't know the name of this kid, but somehow, some way, that kid's name is gonna get out. It always does.
Oh yeah. I just think they're sad that they need to put him. And again, he don't maybe let's go to a mental institution. They need to put that child someplace where he can be, his needs can really be met. I thought that's why they call it special needs.
Right. But you know, these parents don't want labels put on their children. Well, if you are having these issues, this child is having these issues, I'm sorry, he's special.
Okay. But see, this is what I'm saying. But wait a second. You don't want a label put on your child now, but if you don't put a label on him now, he's gonna have felon later.
He's gonna be a felon. You want that one?
He won't be recidivist. Come on, because that's got to be. You know, it's got to be something about, even if there's some issues there at home. See, this is where, and we're getting off on another subject, but we can still flow in it. This is where the parenting is left to be done in the school instead of the parenting being done at home.
Right.
Because what's going on at home that you feel like you could go in your mama closet or wherever she had it, like
somebody not paying attention,
and nobody even miss it. Nobody paying no attention. Because I wasn't allowed my parents. You go in that room. You want get out that room.
No, listen, what you doing in my room? You know, your mama said in a minute, but
you don't own nothing here. You know,
you ain't buying nothing up in here. What you walking around like you bought something or you paying some rent or some mortgage? But the thing is, the school was told, the administrator was on campus that day, not the day before and the day before that day, 3 times that this kid had a weapon. Every one of them should be sued. They should be included into the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's horrible. And then the whole thing, and then let's not even play if he had the gun, took it out of the mama room, and he had it in his room, and she came in the see. It wasn't this is my room. See all that. I just give him his little privacy.
I take your door off. I will take your door off. Play with me. I would off.
Oh my God! It reminds me of a funny story. My son Robert, he should be 27 soon, but when he was 17, 18, I think he was right. It was just turned 18, but he was still in high school in my house, and he was playing the keys at the church that I was at, and he just got like $75 a week, but we did a direct deposit every 2 weeks. But we also had them take out money and put into a savings account for him for college, and everything like that, just for whatever. And so something came up and I used the money. Now he didn't even know about it till the end. But so then he had the nerve, I guess he had his mind, there's some money in this account that my name is on it. I'll be able to do something with it, but he didn't know it was for something else. And one day, Shonda, I'll never forget it, he was sitting on my couch in my house, and he sat there and said, "Daddy, you stole my money." Oh, Lord.
Boy, look at here. He did not.
He said, "You took my money." I said, "What?" Who money? Yeah. I said, "You couldn't have even opened the account without me because you were mine."
Oh, period.
I was the one got you the job was paying you. Yeah, but I thought that my money. Whose money? I grabbed that joker like this.
You ain't jacking
went
up
not like that. But then I remember, this is America. This is America in 2014. It was 2014 time, and and I'm a preacher. I didn't want to let the preacher go to jail. I'm going to go to jail because I was going to be.
You still would have went to jail too.
I was going to punch the. But listen,
he was smelling himself. They say when you groom and you start to smell yourself. He was smelling himself.
I grabbed that sugar like this. I didn't even have to hit him. He started hyperventilating. He lost his breath. I said,
Lord Jesus,
as long as you are alive and black and live in a house that I pay for,
all that.
Nothing in here is yours. Everything, your drawers, everything.
Your drawers ain't yours? Oh.
No, because I bought them.
Lord, you done took possession of the straws.
I bought them. So, needless to say, we never had that problem anymore.
I bet you didn't, baby.
So, but I said all that to say that parents have to parent the children at home. See, they're sending them out there to the school for 8 hours a day. For y'all take care of them, and then they're coming home and they want playing Xbox and PS5 and all that.
Right. That ain't my problem for 8 hours during the day.
Right.
What?
You know, and then I don't hear they didn't say anything about the daddy. So if they got old boys sitting up there smoking weed, playing video games all day a while ago, you know, he ain't gonna say nothing.
What, stereotype much? Stereotype much? I mean, the situation is what it is, but you gotta. I didn't bring him here. You did. Get you some life.
Did I stereotype? I just said if.
If okay.
They said mother, so they didn't say mother and father because it was daddy's gun.
Right. I just know what it is. You already know.
Yeah, you would have that been there.
Right.
But listen, I think that we got to start parenting the kids, because if we parent the children at home, then they don't have to do all that at school. There.
That's when they're the youngest. Get them early, and it wouldn't be that hard. As time goes on, they'll get. Listen, let me tell you something. My aunt and my mother didn't have to give no strap for me. All I know is if my mother made it to my middle name when she was calling me, death was imminent. Okay. I knew, get your whole life together, because I'm not playing with you. I'm calling you, and before I can get this second syllable out, you're supposed to be here.
Oh my God.
Not these days. But I mean, we gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, and that's true, because even still, because you know this, and some of you that are in our generation know this. If you got in trouble at school or out from the house, then you was gonna get in trouble all over again.
Yes,
when you got home. When you got home,
and it's expected. It was expected. Okay.
So
you got in trouble down the street. You got in trouble down the street, and then you got home and you got in trouble.
And Charlotte, before we go, isn't it amazing that there were not cell phones then?
Right.
And we didn't even have call waiting yet back then at first.
Nope.
But by the time you got home,
the
world was already at home waiting on you. No cell phone.
No, not to be back in those times, it would be so much easier. I mean, we wouldn't be sitting here doing this, but oh wow. Wow.
Yeah. So it's definitely, but we got to keep an eye on this story, because I really like to see what happens to not just the teacher, but I'm really concerned about that boy, because if he does not get the proper care and needs met, he's going to be, unfortunately, another statistic. Yes. But he's still young enough. You can break that thing at 6.
Right.
There's another way that you and I know that we can't say in public.
Right.
This will be solved at home forever.
Right.
But we can't say that because this is the internet. And
the interconnect.
America, and we are no longer free. But we'll talk about that another day. Anything else you want to say this before we go?
No, that'll be it. That was grabbing at me. I had to bring that one to the forefront. I had to.
Yeah. Well, let's keep that teacher and that mom and that boy in our thoughts and prayers, because
please,
he's going to need it. He's going to need it. And I tell you what, you gotta cover your kids and your nieces and nephews and grands and whatever, because
absolutely
these schools are something else nowadays.
So many people are homeschooling. Wow, the numbers are climbing. I can't say that I can't say that I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
it's an option.
Yeah, and the pandemic helped that happen. So
yes.
Listen, we've enjoyed you here for this broadcast of Real Talk today. What's it? I forgot the name of our show. Real Talk podcast with RNDiva and Pastor Robert. RNDiva, again, let us know how we can get in contact with you.
I am the RNDiva. You are more than welcome to send me any questions you might have. Again, will not be giving medical advice, but I will give you my opinion all day. I will opine as much as I possibly can. And you can reach me at TheRNDiva@gmail.com. Again, TheRNDiva@gmail.com. And if you'd like to donate to me, my Cash App is RNDiva01. You see the trend here? It's kind of going. RNDiva01 is my Cash App, and my Venmo is at Shonda, CHANDA-Blatch, BLATCH. And that is my stuff.
All right. There it is right there for you. And also, if you'd like to donate here to me and the RCTV Network, Cash App, $RCTVNetworks with an S. Venmo at Rob Carpenter 2, PayPal, the RCTV Network. And for those of you who are dabbling and dibbling in the cryptocurrency, you can send it to my crypto wallet at Rob Carpenter II. Don't forget, right here on Spotify every week, and then also on Rumble, Twitter, and Facebook, the Real Talk Podcast. Share it with somebody, let somebody know. And also, we got another special show that's just launched, Psalms, Hymns, and Spiritual Songs. I'll be playing the organ, not singing too much, but I'll be playing the organ Sunday nights live on Facebook and Rumble from 8 p.m. Eastern until 8:30. Check it out. Let me know what you think. RNDiva, take us out.
Sir. Take us out. We are going to shut it down for the night. We have things we need to take care of. So we thank you so much for joining us tonight. Can't wait to see you next time. Never know what we may come up with. And we'll see you later.
Peace out. Hey there, this is Pastor Robert L. Carpenter II, and I'm so glad that you joined me here. I have something I want to let you know. You see how high gas is? You see we have a baby formula shortage. We also have food that's high. Inflation is high. What is going on? Well, things may get worse before they get better, and you need to be prepared. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Get emergency food kits right there for 2,000 plus calories a day. You're going to need that. It's brought to you by My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithrobert.com. Don't be left behind. Be ready now. Let's go.